Video solution to the sample paper given by the CBSE Board for academic year 21-22, class 10. This is a case study based question, right? You have a case study and there will be 5 questions that follow it. All of these are multiple choice questions. You need to answer 4 out of these 5 questions in the examination. Take a look at it. This is essentially a diving board where you go on top and then dive. What is mentioned is the figure given alongside in the previous slide shows the path of a diver when she takes a jump from the diving board. Clearly, it's a parabola, right? This obviously is a parabola. Annie was standing on a diving board 48 feet above the water level. She took a dive into the pool. Her height in feet above the water level at any time t in seconds is given by the polynomial h of t, which is equal to minus 16t square plus 8t plus k. So, this is a polynomial, is essentially the parabola equation of a parabola. It's a quadratic equation, right? So, at any point in time, how high is she going to be from the water level? That's going to be mentioned by this, where t is the time in seconds. Let's look at what is asked. What is the value of k, right? This is the value, this is a polynomial. We need to find out the value of k, right? Look at it at time t equal to 0 seconds, right? That's when she is going to be at the topmost place. This is where she is going to be when she is starting. At that point in time, we know that she is 48 feet above the water level. So, at t is equal to 0 seconds, h of t is equal to 48. So, we are going to substitute h of t is equal to 48 and t is equal to 0 and compute the value of k, which is what the question is. So, h of t is equal to 48, which is equal to minus 16 into 0 square plus 8 into 0 plus a k, translating to the fact that k is equal to 48. Look at the answer options. 48 is choice C. Choice C is the correct answer to this question. Move to the next question in the same thing, which is question number 42. At what time will Annie touch the water in the pool? Initially, she is 48 feet above this is the parabolic, right? This is where she is at time t is equal to 0. Let's say this is the water level. When she touches the water, the height is going to be equal to 0. At what time will she touch the water pool? We are going to compute for h of t is equal to 0. What is this value of t? At what time is what is asked. We computed k to be equal to 48 in the last question. We are going to apply that here. So, minus 16t square plus 8t plus 48, right? Recall this 48 from this part, right? We are going to plug that in here. Plus 48 is equal to 0. Divide this entire equation by a minus 8. So, this is going to leave us with a 2t square minus t minus 6 is equal to 0. Factorize this quadratic equation. Product is minus 12, sum is minus 1. So, it's going to be minus 4t plus 3t. So, 2t square minus 4t plus 3t minus 6 is equal to 0. 2t common from the first and second term, t minus 2 plus 3 common from the third and the fourth term, which is another t minus 2 equals 0. T minus 2 common taken outside. So, t minus 2 into 3t plus 2 is equal to 0, which means t is either 2 seconds or t is equal to minus 3t, right? 2t plus 3, my bad, right? This is 2t plus 3. So, t is equal to minus 3 by 2 seconds. This is one of these two is the answer. Time cannot be negative. So, we will rule out this answer option. T is equal to 2 seconds, which is when she will touch the water. 2 seconds, choice B is the correct answer to this question. Next question in this, Rita, we are now moved out from Annie. We are looking at what Rita is doing. Rita's height in feet above the water level is given by another polynomial. So, the polynomial curve that they are taking is a polynomial, but the curve for Annie is different from the curve for Rita. That's given by p of t with zeros minus 1 and t. Then p of t is given by which of these ones is what we need to find out. They are using the same diving board. So, at t is equal to 0, this p of t, the polynomial for Rita, its height is going to be equal to 48 feet. So, that is given for her. For anyone who is using this diving board, initially at time 0, the height from the water level is going to be 48. So, this is what we are going to be using. We need to find out the zeros are minus 1 and 2, which means that p of t will be equal to some k times t minus of minus 1, which is 1 0 into t minus 2. This is what is going to be the equation for the parabola that she is taking. Okay. So, this makes it as k into t plus 1 into t minus 2. So, this will make it as k into t square minus 2t plus t, which is minus t minus 2. we need to find out the value of k, which is what we need to do, right? When t is equal to 0, we said if when t is equal to 0, we know that p of t is equal to 48. Substitute that here. So 48 is the value of p of t, which is equal to k into 0 square minus 0 minus 2. Minus 2k is equal to 48. Minus 2k is equal to 48, or the value of k is equal to minus 24. So p of t for us is equal to k into, so minus 24 into t square minus t minus 2. T square minus t minus 2. So this is going to make it as minus 24 t square plus 24 t plus 48. This is the equation of the parabolic curve that Rita is taking. Take a look at the answer options. Minus 24 square plus 24t plus 48. Choice D is the correct answer to this question. Move to the next one. This is the fourth question in the sequence. A polynomial q of t with sum of zeros as 1 and product of zeros as minus 6 is modeling a third diver, Anu's height in feet above the water at any time t in seconds. Q of t is given by what is said. We are going to follow exactly the same thing. Last case what we had the zeros itself. In this case what we have is essentially the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. The polynomial in this case is what they have said, q of t. Q of t is equal to some k into essentially t square minus sum of zeros into t plus product of zeros is what we have. This is essentially the equation of the parabola that Anu is going to take, right? And again we know that when t is equal to 0, q of t is equal to 48. We will come to that to get the value of k. So q of t is equal to k into t square, sum of zeros is equal to 1 minus 1 into t plus product of zeros is a minus 6 is the value of q of t. So this is k into t square minus t minus 6. We know when t is equal to 0, q of t is equal to 48. Substitute t is equal to 0 and q of t is equal to 48. 48 is equal to k into 0 minus 6. So that translates to 48 is equal to minus 6k, or k is equal to minus 8. We know q of t is equal to k into t square minus t minus 6. T square minus t minus 6. Substitute k is equal to minus 8. Minus 8 into t square minus t minus 6. One of these answers should make sense. Minus 8t square plus 8t plus 48 is the answer. Minus 8t square plus 8t plus 48. Just choice C is the correct answer to this question. The last question in this sequence, in this case study. The zeros of the polynomial r of t is equal to minus 12t square plus k minus 3t plus 48 are negative of each other. Then k is what is the question. What do we mean by the zeros are negative of each other? Alpha and beta, let us say, are the zeros. They are negative of each other, then this is going to be alpha is equal to minus beta. If one 0 let us say is 3, the other will be a minus 3. If one 0 is 8, the other 0 will be minus 8. So what is going to be the sum of these two? Will be a 0. What is going to be the sum of these two? It is going to be a 0. If the zeros are negative of each other, then the sum of the zeros is equal to 0. It is a quadratic polynomial. Sum of its zeros of a quadratic polynomial of the form ax square plus bx plus c, right, of this polynomial is equal to minus b by a. We know sum of the zeros is equal to 0 because the zeros are negative of each other. What is minus b for us? Minus k minus 3, that is minus b. A is equal to minus 12. So minus b by a, this is equal to 0 is what we have. The negative by negative will make it as positive. Cross multiply this 12, we will get k minus 3 is equal to 0, or k is equal to 3. So what is the value of k? K equals 3. Choice A is the correct answer to the question.
Before you leave, I want you to do two things. One, sign up at online.maxtute.com to get started with CBSE Class 10 Math online tuitions. It takes all of 5 minutes and less than 3 steps to get started. And second thing, I want you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. Spread the word about this channel to your friends and classmates.